KINGJAHPOWER. Big king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. All right, warriors, kings and queens, y'all know to subscribe to this platform, KINGJAHPOWER. You know to like this video right here. You know, go over there and watch the last videos we done, the origin of African and Native Americans. Go over there, part 1 and part 2. Go over there and like them videos so the people can see them. All right, so y'all know to go to Throne of KINGJAHPOWER, which is my new page, which I will be over there shortly. I got the elders up there right now. You see what I'm saying? So I need you to go over there and like them videos on Throne of KINGJAHPOWER, just how you do over here on KINGJAHPOWER. All right, family. Tonight got a very important message for y'all, and I told y'all we was gonna, have to do this video because, this what we doing. This is what we doing as a black community in front of the damn world up here on, YouTube or wherever, the platforms may be. We up here with a lot of, disunity at the end of the day. And we gonna talk about that at the, I'm gonna give my opinion and do I think we can unify at the end of the video. So make sure you watch the whole video. Cause 60% of y'all that's watching these videos have not subscribed to this channel. Make sure you do it. See what I'm saying? This is what you need. When you need that energy, you just come on over here and pop in KINGJAHPOWER. You can, while you working out, whatever. You see what I'm saying? If you want to donate to these streams, to go to my Cash App. You see what I'm saying? Go to that Cash App and JA Power at 718. Okay? Make sure you do that. But tonight, again, can we unify as a nation with all these different groups and what all these different groups have in common? You see what I'm saying now? And I'm going to call the groups too. Because, again, because I like to strike, and to make sure the shit hit the target. I ain't out here, this ain't no game. So, a lot of what we gonna talk about tonight in this video, this power talks. You see what I'm saying? You got to be, first of all, a warrior, a soldier, prepared for battle when you come into this power talk series we got going on. You see what I'm saying? Right now we doing them like once a week. We gonna wrap them up though. We gonna wrap them up, okay? But first of all, I'm just gonna start right here. The video say black power versus the conscious community. You see what I'm saying? Consciousness just mean you aware. First of all, you see what I'm saying? First of all, and if it ain't about black liberation, what you truly aware of? What are you truly aware of if your message don't have liberation of the black nation globally? You see what I'm saying? And let me go into my spiel right quick because, I want to get to the groups. You see what I'm saying? I'm thirsting to get to the groups because it's about to be some lines drawn in the sand. If you over there or is you over here? You see what I'm saying? Because that shit need to be established. I always say, and a lot of the other brothers always say, black power ain't a part of no conscious community. I heard Brother Sarah be saying the same shit. And now I see why, because a line got to be drawn in the sand some damn way. You see what I'm saying? Because lives is on the line. We over here in a wicked nation. You see what I'm saying? And, a lot of y'all groups got philosophies to keep black people trapped in America. You know what I'm saying? And until this, wicked and shit. And, and that's where we at with it. So some lines got to be drawn in the sand somewhere. Period. Subscribe to this channel. Thumb up this video. Like this video. Okay? And another thing too. If you like the video, we're going to do an origins of the conscious community. I'll be doing an origin video. We're going to do an origin video of the conscious community. If y'all like this video and get it to the people. Don't be trying to hide the knowledge. Okay? Now, so again, in this psyche and different philosophies of these different groups, which we're going to get into them in a minute. A lot of them have a anti-Africanist bias. I'm just going to be real. And that's a common philosophy within all of these groups. Now, let's go ahead and go in. Now, Garvey, the UNIA, you know, we talking about early 1900s, 1920. You see what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey amassed the largest amount of black people in unity ever, then, ever, or since. In other words, Garvey organized the biggest black group in the world ever. Okay? Period, in the world ever. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of what Garvey was going through and a lot of the other elders was going through is the same shit that Black Power is going through with these groups right now. Period. And I'm going to tell y'all that too. And then we going to get into that. Some of them backstories. So again, watch this whole video. You see, because this is the beginning of all the information y'all talking. Because a lot of that information was before YouTube. I'm just going to be real. A lot, it got popular today on the internet and Facebook and all that. But it's before YouTube. I'm just going to be real because, again, I deal with the origins of things. And I was looking through, you know, my slides or whatever. Man, I got so much information on the conscious community, bro. We going to have to do the origin video. So make sure you like this video, you know, the preseason or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the pregame of that video. Now, okay, so again, Marcus Garvey came up here from Jamaica, couldn't get the funding and the people to agree with the philosophy that Garvey was pushing, which was unity of the black nation globally. That's what he was pushing. Then back to Africa. Because Garvey understood what we were trying to do would never work in the white man system. Garvey said we was going to become obsolete in this man system. And that's what we have become today. That's why the unemployment always be high in the black community. And then they let, you know, foreigners come in and take those jobs, period. So he understood that back in the early 1900s. You see what I'm saying? He understood that way back then that, you know, black people, for one, were struggling with their identity. And we going to get into that. So once they deported Garvey, you know, back to Jamaica, he couldn't be in Jamaica because his life was being threatened in his own, you know, home country, you know. But Garvey was a Pan-Africanist. You see, Garvey believed in taking black people back to Africa. And he would have accomplished that if it wasn't for two things. If it wasn't for the interference of the U.S. government, and if he would have listened to the Emperor Haile Selassie. And which I done did a video on that, but let me do a quick review. Now, Garvey, one of Garvey's downfalls was that he didn't take gold from Haile Selassie to come over here and feed the people. That's what, you know, because if you feed the people, you got their attention. He talking about physically take this gold, go over there and feed the people, they gonna listen. Garvey go, instead of doing that, he go and ask the people that he trying to lead out of America for the money. You see what I'm saying? He did a total opposite of what the king told him to do. So that was his first mistake right there. That's even before the government came in and shut everything down. The amount of gold Haile Selassie was offering Marcus Garvey was enough to get, you know, get many ships and take us back where we supposed to be. You see what I'm saying? Which I'm gonna go into when we do the origin video. Emperor Selassie say, I'm the king of black people. I'm the emperor of black people globally, even the ones in the United States. So he's seeing you as his children anyway. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we not taught enough about Selassie and Haile Selassie in North America. We not taught about this great emperor. Like we should be. He should be a part of Black History Month, one of the head figures of Black History Month globally. Period. But these are the stories that y'all don't know. So Garvey made some mistakes. Garvey wasn't perfect. He wasn't perfect. But then the interference that got him deported, they fucking, when the workers and shit leave the ship, motherfucker sneaking on it, putting salt in the goddamn engines and poking holes in the bottom of the ship. And they was already old ships and he was trying to repair them. And for $25, they deported this man. You see what I'm saying? Saying he was false advertising, which it was just, a coup to overthrow this man's philosophy, so they can keep their workforce. I showed in one of them origin videos where black people is the lowest amount of people, but your ass is the highest part of the workforce. So only thing you do is what they brought you here to do. You see what I'm saying? And we'll get into them philosophies and all them other groups in a minute. But the crown is black power, is RBG, in which Rastafari is one of the ingredients of black power. It's one of the ingredients of black power. So is the Kemetic community. So is the Kemetic community. So, UNIA, RBG, Rasta, the Kemetic community, majority anyway, is black power. You see what I'm saying? They just put the shit on the table. Let's not try to sugarcoat it. Let's put it on the table. We're going to put it on the table tonight. You see what I'm saying? And, it might take a little second, but we need to, get to the facts. You see what I'm saying? We need to boil the egg and crack that motherfucker and get down to the yolk. That's just for real. See what I'm saying? And we keep lollygagging about, who is who and what is what and all these different philosophies and all these different groups. Man, it's going to be hard to, make something happen as one. So they get rid of Garvey. And the reason why I'm starting with Black Power, because all these other groups, about 80% of them, spawned from the UNIA. Even Malcolm X's daddy was Black Power, was Garveyite. You see what I'm saying? He was Garveyite. And Malcolm was too at heart. For real. And so, again, thumb up this video. And who would y'all, and I got a question, who would y'all think would be the oldest black group? It was in America. Well, who is the oldest black group in America? I'm going to tell you in a minute. Now, again, so they get rid of Garvey, the FBI, he the first, black, the rise of the black messiah and all of that. So they get rid of him, you see what I'm saying? Then, 100 years later, and now it's back into play. You see what I'm saying? Which I'm going to talk about in a minute. You see what I'm saying? Now, can we unify as a nation with all these different groups? And what do all these different groups have in common? Okay? What do all these different groups have in common? Which I'm going to get to. You see what I'm saying? So again, the Black Power community is Rastafari, the Kemetic community, the UNIA, the Garveyites. Because we doing the old school or the original foundation groups first. We doing them first. And so, when I say Black Power, Rasta and the Kemetic community is, and UNIA and the Garveyites and Black Power, RBG, all y'all, I'm talking, we all one group. Again, we gotta know who on our side and who on the other side. You see what I'm saying? One thing Black Power has figured out, because these people, y'all don't be talking about the white people no more, man. Ain't nobody, we done that for years. You see what I'm saying? If you didn't get that message, you didn't get the memo. You see, you just didn't get that memo. And so, we have learned to look within our own community. Something as went wrong. We can't be sitting up here with a pity party trying to beg people or, transform into a whole nother people or something. We can't do that and think people out here on this world stage gonna take us serious. That just real. Thumb up this video. You see, this power talks. See what I'm saying? We got to have some truth sometime. We can't sit up here with fairy tales and philosophies that's going to take another 100 years, which I done told, them this before, and that's going to to put in place for us to actually do something. You see what I'm saying? Which I'm going to get into. Now, so the oldest black group in America is the Israelites. But I'm going to tell you why though. The Israelites come up out the black church. Let's just keep it real. AME, you see what I'm saying? Different black organizations that was at that time. The Israelites is the oldest, black group. You see, unless you gonna go into, Freemasonry. You see what I'm saying? If you want to go into that, we can go into that. You see what I'm saying? And so, Prince Hall. You see Prince Hall. You see what I'm saying? Prince Hall Masonry. You see, that would be the oldest group if you want to do it like that. But, in the groups we talking about today, Black Power, Rastafari, at least, Kemetic community got a Africa-centered philosophy. Even Prince Hall, Freemasonry was the African Lodge, okay, which is the African Lodge. So all that is Pan-Africanism, is all in one group. You see what I'm saying? Again, we got to write the line. We doing the history of these groups now. But I got the slides for this, but I have to go put it together. The only way I'm going to do that, though, is if y'all like this video. That is a sign that I know that y'all want to see that video. You see what I'm saying? Because we got to get to the origin of this shit. You see what I'm saying? So the black Israelites, one of the notable black Israelites, in modern time, Yahweh being Yahweh, and we know that story. You see what I'm saying? The man was a very astute brother, you know what I'm saying? He was a charismatic brother. He was able to, do things in a very big way, for black people in North America. But, as usual, that's why we can't have the savior mentality as we looking for somebody to come save us. But it's because every time you put, a polka dot in the middle of somebody's forehead or some whatever feathers or whatever, they X them out. You see what I'm saying? They end up somehow getting murdered, they get locked up or anything. You see what I'm saying? So, but, the black Israelites was created out the black church, though. It was dysfunctional black. Let's keep it real. I love the Israelites. They're my brothers. I always say that. But to keep it real, brothers, the origin of the black Israelites, which is one of the oldest black groups outside of Prince Hall Freemasonry in America. But they come out the black church, though, and which I like, it's still, all the Israelites, are not anti-Africanists. Some of them are pan-Africanists. You know what I'm saying? Are African-centered. You see what I'm saying? So, then you got the Moors. You see what I'm saying? The Moors will say, oh, no, we the oldest group. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not connected to the ancient Moors. Y'all not the ancient Moors. Y'all started with Noble Drew Ali. Y'all not the Moors that was invading North Africa and Mali and Songhai. Y'all not the Moors. Y'all not the Moors. You see what I'm saying? Y'all start with Noble Drew Ali, which is one of the oldest groups, but y'all not the oldest group. Just to be real. Let's keep it real. Prince Hall Freemasonry. But, we on, the Moors. All these different philosophies that we got, like the, even the Israelites, again, some are pan-Africanists, some are anti-Africans. You see what I'm saying? And again, can we unify as a nation with all these different groups? And what do all these different groups got in common? So again, we did Black Power and the ingredients of Black Power. But then you look at all the other groups, I want y'all to tell me the commonality of all of these groups. You see what I'm saying? But, the Moors, mostly 99.9% of them are anti-Africanists. You see what I'm saying? And they date and have babies with the heathens. Period. I mean, that just be real. I be seeing them on YouTube dancing with them and shit. You see what I'm saying? We sign your treaties with the Europeans and shit that they never honored and shit. You see what I'm saying? So, we give Moorish history props of what they did in Spain and, creating the biggest university over there or whatnot. We get that history props. But after 1492, what happened to the Moors? You see what I'm saying? See? So, but, what y'all done, even the black Israelites, they wasn't back then having anti-Africanist conversations. When you talk about Yahweh and shit like that, man, you look to the back of the book, that shit's still the motherland, period. You see what I'm saying? So, all the anti-Africanist talk is really a farce, even with the fucking Moors. You see what I'm saying? You a black European or something. That's what these niggas be saying. I'm a, indigenous and all of this shit. They got so many philosophies, they don't even, it's confusing. You see what I'm saying? Where is you from? Morocco, Mauritania, America, ancient America, where you from? You see up under the water, Lemuria, Mu, Pangea. This is the Moors philosophy and shit. You see what I'm saying? Even some of the Israelites now, the ones that don't read or can't read, you know what I'm saying? They even done took on that Pangea philosophy and the Mu and all of that, Atlantis and all of this type of thinking. So then we go on to the FOI, Elijah Muhammad. You see what I'm saying? Elijah Muhammad now, it's been a lot of debate. Man, that man ain't black. And I'm not being disrespectful. That man ain't black. He not black. That's not no black man. How the hell can he be the prophet of the black diaspora and he a white man? Okay, he got a good message. Okay, but it gotta be. We gotta do this for ourselves. That's the difference between black power and a lot of these different groups. It's always a crutch. They group got a crutch in it. They don't say, we gods and shit. Ourselves, we need to do it for ourselves. It's always somebody to lean on. And the FOI, created, Farrakhan and them later on today, which I'm going to talk about is different than, the Nation of Islam. I mean, let's just be real, man. I'm just being real. Everybody, all the students that been out here studying for a minute, even behind the scenes, we know the story, the backstories now. You see what I'm saying? My aunts and shit, my aunt created the saying, each one teach one. You see what I'm saying? And they was in New York in the classrooms with Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark and Ivan Van Sertima and them. And they left them books, for their children to read. And most of them ain't read them. You see what I'm saying? They're just, 10, 12 years ago, 2008 or some shit like that, I picked them up. And then I ain't stopped ever since researching who I am. Now, hold on. Before we go on, thumb up this video. Let's get into this Garvey quote right quick. If we as a people, this Garvey now, if we as a people realize the greatness from which we came, we will be less likely to disrespect ourselves. And that's the problem. You see what I'm saying, y'all? We don't know who we are, so we turn in on each other. You see what I'm saying? Muzungu man can walk right down the street and then another black man walk down the street, y'all ready to shoot and fight and all of this shit. This is what go on in the black community. You see what I'm saying? But that's the day, and right now we dealing with the old school, with Elijah. But that, that's a white man or Arab or something. Okay? And, Farad Muhammad, Farad. Elijah, and I respect the work Elijah done, but Farad is a white man. Let's just be real. Farad Muhammad, that's a white man, and he the messenger that brought the message of Allah. But, is he from, but then he disappeared though. Where did he go? Did he go back to the Middle East? You see what I'm saying, man? The Arab philosophy, and they never mention, the 7th century, when the Arabs invaded North Africa. Y'all never mention that, though. You see what I'm saying? But y'all salat and do all of that different stuff. You see what I'm saying? And, if that's what you want to be a part of. But again, Malcolm said, leave all that religion stuff in the house and all them different groups in the house because that keep us separated. You see what I'm saying? That keep us separated. So if we as a people realize our greatness from which we came, we would be less likely to disrespect ourselves. See what I'm saying? We don't know who we are, so we turn in on each other. But Farad Muhammad is a white man, okay? Okay? Farad Muhammad is a white man. I mean, or Arab, or however y'all want to call it. You see what I'm saying? And I done heard, you know, in the books or whatnot, even in the 5%, the 101s and different shit, Ethiopia mean divided. You see what I'm saying? The Moor Science Temple be saying that shit. That all of them, you know, these are Islamic center groups, the Moors, FOI, and 5%. You see what I'm saying? 5%. You know what I'm saying? And due respect, peace to the gods. But at the same time, brothers, y'all don't bring up their history where the Arabs enslaved the Africans. Period. Before the Europeans, too. You see what I'm saying? And y'all be saying that our hair was, the FOI, I heard them say, you know, Farrakhan say that our hair supposed to be straight. Let's just keep it real. And a scientist turned our hair from nappy to straight. And shit, what he do? Turn it back nappy. You know what I'm saying? From nappy to straight, from straight to nappy, from nappy to straight. Man, get out of here. The Yaqub story. Thumb up this video. You see the Yaqub story and shit. And so, you know, then you go, you know, to the group, you know, the Nawabians. You see what I'm saying? Dr. York now. You see what I'm saying? We all know the rise and fall of Dr. York. Down there in Putin, Georgia, they get started. You see what I'm saying? And we know Dr. York, he was a MC, a singer before that. And then, you know, he was an indigenous Indian. And then, you know, all kind of different philosophies. He a chameleon. I did a video on this one time. Dr. York was a chameleon. He just like polite and shit. Done been in every group. He been a Muslim. He been 5%. He been everything. You see what I'm saying? Everything. Now, Dr. Ben said Dr. York tried to kill him. You see what I'm saying? Then stole Dr. Ben information and went down there in Putin, Georgia, and created, you know, whatever, Tamerica, whatever that was. You see, it was sweet, but at the same time, there was Dr. Ben information. And I seen the interview where Brother Sarah interviewed Dr. Ben, and he said that Dr. York and a couple of others, it wasn't just a couple of others, tried to put a hit out on Dr. Ben. But then he came out with the comedic, you know, science or whatever. You know, the planet Ritz. The planet Ritz. Hey, Bobby Hemming was like, what they call the Melchizedek and shit. Bobby Hemming say, since you the Melchizedek and shit, don't get to crying and shit now, cause you know, cause the people were saying, man, you know they lock up our black leaders. Nah, Bobby Hemming say you the Melchizedek and shit. Call in the spaceship, nigga. Call in the mothership and shit. You know what I'm saying? They go get the brother up out of there. They gave him 135, $135 and shit. And I'm being real. This the history. You see what I'm saying? The origin of the Nuwabians. And I'm just being real. But I did hear Dr. Ben say that he tried to put a hit out on him. That just real. That just real. Out of all the crazy shit Dr. York done said, Bobby Hemming say, hey, you the Melchizedek, call the soldiers in and shit. You see what I'm saying? But then you got, you know, the civil rights movement. You got this Martin Luther King, John Lewis and them. They down there, you know, in Selma and shit. They down there in Selma and shit. And that's what, you know, the black people, y'all should have went with Malcolm. Y'all should have went with Malcolm, because Malcolm at that time, the JFK, you know, the chicken coming home, the roost and all of that, you know, that's during that time. You know, but Malcolm went to Africa and started coming back to his African roots. You see what I'm saying? Which he was planning on getting with Martin Luther King and doing some business. You see what I'm saying? They was planning on getting that together. Martin Luther King said, man, I done goddamn integrated my people in a burning house, you know, 2 weeks after I had a dream speech. You see what I'm saying? 2 weeks after I had a dream, Martin Luther King, man, I done fucked up. I done messed up, because black people, I gave away all their economic power to be able to sit in the same restaurant as the goddamn Tamahu man. Come on, man. We gave away all the economic power, the black basketball leagues, black baseball leagues, the black theaters and shit. We gave away all that black economics, all them that black power bag just to cuddle up with the Mzungu man. Come on, man. That is not the route. That is not the route. That is not the route. Then, you know, we trying to be progressive as a people. That all our progression lie on what another people do with the civil rights movement. I'm just gonna be real. All our progression lie on somebody. It's a crutch. It's a crutch. Dr. Clark said, a powerful people can never teach you how to be free because they afraid that the powerless people will take the power from them. Okay? 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 That's just facts. That's just facts. They can't teach you on how to, you know, technology on and how to be free. They can't do that. They'll never do that. That's not mathematically sound for them to do that. You see what I'm saying? So the civil rights movement, though it did a lot of good, it stalled out. You see what I'm saying? It was a, you know, a stopgap for the moment. Let's just be real. That's what it was. That's what it was. And, you know, so, you know, even when you talk about the Nubians, you know, wouldn't nobody be talking about the Kemetic Society without Dr. Bean. You see what I'm saying? And then Dr. York tried to have him assassinated and then steal his information. Man, come on now. You see what I'm saying? This is what was going on. You see what I'm saying? Now, I want to go, thumb up this video. Let's go to the new school. Let's go to the new school groups, because these groups, the same groups, still exist today, but being reinvented and redone to suit these times. You see, a lot of them need upgrade. Even Black Power. Black Power ain't perfect. And, you know, as we go on, you know, today, you know, as Black Power people, see how I come full circle? We black and Black Power. You see what I'm saying? And we going to, again, we going to do the new school shit. You see what I'm saying? Because we talked about, you know, the black Christians coming, you know, the black Israelites coming from the black Christians, the Moors. We talked about Black Power, Rastafari. We talked about the Kemetic, which I'm going to deal with again in a minute. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to deal with all these other groups. FOI, Nubians, 5%. See what I'm saying? The civil rights movement. I talked about all of them. But right, that's the old school formulas and the origins on how those groups, these philosophies that we got today started. But a lot of the anti-Africanism started in this day and time. You wouldn't hear, you know, those was going on then. But all these groups spawned off of Black Power. That's just facts. You can go in the mosque in New York, 400 or whatever, and see Marcus Garvey quote. Elijah Muhammad quoting Marcus Garvey quotes. That's just facts. That's just facts. That's just facts. And so, and everybody that's done been in that one, no, soon as you walk in right there on the right, I done seen the shit before. I done been to New York 100 times. Right there, soon as you go, more, what is it? 14 or 400, whatever. Right there on the right, quoting Marcus Garvey. That's just real. That let you know the origin of all these black groups. Spawned, not all, but about 85% spawned from Black Power. That's just real. You see what I'm saying? They thought the dream of Marcus Garvey had died, but we back. We resurrected with full vengeance. Like Brother Brandon say, Pan-Africanism strikes back. And if that's the most truest statement, you know, going right now. I mean, it is. We busting back with a full clip. We busting back with that big elephant gun, knocking down the current champ, whoever philosophy was on top, which ain't nothing but the Mzungu man. And if you look at the Black Power, black community, you know, you got multiple philosophies. So whoever, you know, actions speak louder than words, and that's philosophy gonna emerge victorious in the end. So now, thumb up this video. Let's do the new school. So again, Black Power today is going to Africa. Black Power today is going to Africa, building institutions, Africa with the help of the motherland. You see what I'm saying? You know, the prices of the tickets are a lot cheaper to go to Africa. When I was first trying to go, you see what I'm saying? The tickets $1,400, $900, $2,000, which was doable, but damn. You see what I'm saying? We got to get, you know, some food when we touch down and shit. We can't spend all our CDs or whatever. You see what I'm saying? All our rands and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, today, you know, the prices are cheap and we going back home. We going to the motherland. You see what I'm saying? We going to the motherland, and that's one of the ingredients of Black Power. Period. Black Power philosophy is unity global for the black community. Period. Globally. You see what I'm saying? First. You see what I'm saying? Black first, second, and third. That's what that shit mean. Ain't no, you know, black people is all these different peoples and all these different groups and all these different philosophies. That ain't nothing but confusion. The conscious community is confusion. That's why you see a lot of them is faltering. But the Black Power is still fresh and still rising. You see what I'm saying? It's rising. Motherfucker talking about Black Power dead. That's what these niggas out here talking about, these new school groups. Is you a fool? Is you a fool? We done learned more than you niggas. We done goddamn forgot more than you niggas ever learned. Period. 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 Nigga, we the gurus of the game. See, I look at the comedic community, they the scientists of the Black Power and shit. They got the history science, the comedic science, the chemistry and shit. They go in there and, you know, we got our scientists and shit right there. Right there. Street scholars all the way up to the degrees and doctors and shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing, them degrees and shit. You can have a pig skin, Dr. Ben said. That shit don't validate nothing over nothing. Period. Because all them goddamn doctors had them pig skins over there. Them Egyptologists and shit was over there lying. Talk about these, some French peoples and some Germans and some Italians. You see what I'm saying? And some Israelites that built the pyramid. Let's just be real. See what I'm saying? So if pig skin don't make a damn, you still can lie. Okay? You still can lie. And so if you look right here, today, you know, you got the conscious community, which all them different groups, but today you in the conscious community, you got FBA, Ados, and the Copper Aborigines, and the LGBT. Let's just keep it real. That's another group that's out here, you know, that black people is involved in. Now, you know, first I want to deal with FBA and Ados. Yvette Canal and Tariq Nasheed. Now, they supposed to be beefing or whatever, you know, and they talking about basically the same shit. See what I'm saying? If you could talk, you know, you could talk one thing, but long as it get to the goddamn same goal, what does it matter? Okay? What does it matter? And there ain't nobody about to be out here teaching that philosophy that we, you know, we all separate, we just are one people, God just dropped us in America and all of this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We separate from all other blacks around the world. Nigga, that's a separatist philosophy. Period. That's a separatist philosophy. You never gonna get nowhere separating, you know, with just 40 million. Nigga, that ain't enough people. We don't believe you. You need more people. Nigga, you outnumber goddamn 100 to 1 and 400 goddamn million of them and 40 million of you. And a 40 scattered brain, you know, chains on the mind, schizophrenic personalities out here. You will never beat them people like that. Them peoples is organized and they strapped and ready for war. I just went to seen a gun show. Straight goddamn Muzungus out there coming out that motherfucker with shopping carts, heat and ammo and shit. Nigga, they get ready for war in every city. That's why they arm their people, through gun shows. And as soon as you walk up to that motherfucker, they ain't gonna let your ass in if you black. Period. One time they let me and my homie in. I was shocked. But I seen what they was in there buying, nigga. They was in there buying some big shit. And they be having shit in there that they, I mean, I can't even believe they selling that shit. Military type shit in them gun shows. And so they do that, you know, to arm their people just in case, you know, you ever figure this Black Power shit out, they'll know what to do with your ass. Okay? So you dealing with, you know, FBA and Ados, which ain't nothing but civil rights. Part 2. That's all that this shit is. That shit is civil rights part 2. Okay? So they civil rights part 2. FBA and Ados. And Tariq ain't gonna get no goddamn museum. He just traveling and taking trips with your money. Okay? So thumb up this video. So now we gonna talk about the copper ox, the fake black aborigines in America. You just ain't no damn Indian. You can't dream up a damn philosophy and then come out here and teach that shit to the people like we supposed to believe your dumb ass dream. Your ass probably been drinking that goddamn Mohican goddamn whiskey. You know, that the little Indian girl swish around in their mouth and spit it back in the damn cup, and then they hand it to you as a juice. I mean, I'm just being real. This is what they do. That's just facts. That's just facts. But you ain't no Indian. You can't be out here begging the Indians, saying, let us in, man, let us in, knocking on the teepee, thinking your ass gon', you know, chill with goddamn Geronimo and goddamn, you know, Chief goddamn Red Bull. You just not gonna do it. Period. You just not no goddamn, you know, you not no Indian. That just period. And I showed the origin of them where they just escaping slaves, you know, trying to find the Indian villages and camps and shit. You see what I'm saying? Seminoles mean the runaways, the running people and shit. You see what I'm saying? So it just blacks and Indians running together and shit, trying to chase it by the goddamn ghosts. Period. That's all that is. You see what I'm saying? A lying philosophy, a fake philosophy, you know, that I'm going to continue to beat down and continue. If you always, it's opposites. The laws are opposites and shit. It's always going to be polarity. If you put up some fake shit up here, you know, the truth going to always come out. You see what I'm saying? Y'all putting up that fantasy world shit. See, I'm going to put reality right in your face. Period. Like it or not. Like it or not. You see what I'm saying? And you can beat your tambourine, you know, and shoot your little fake plastic bow and arrows. See what I'm saying? Why you don't teach the history of the Indians? Because you don't got no damn history of the Indians. That's a whole nother people. That's a whole nother damn people. You just like the rest of these groups, spawn from anti-Africanists. Period. Period. It's an anti-Africanist group. So what? Can I go back? Can we unify as a nation with all these different groups? And what do all these different groups have in common? What do all these groups have in common? An anti-African bias. Period. An anti-African bias. This is what all these the goddamn Moors, majority of their teachers is anti-African. Some of the Hebrew Israelites is anti-African. Just keep it real. A lot of the teachers of the that's in the 101s and then different, you know, chambers or whatnot, 5% is anti-African. You can't say Ethiopia mean divided. You see what I'm saying? And that's just not true. You see what I'm saying? All different philosophies that y'all teach. Even the FOI got an anti-African bias or whatever. That just real. They say Africans mean savage. You see what I'm saying? The 5% FOI and in the damn Moors. You see what I'm saying? So they got an anti-African bias. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, you go, you know, with the black church or whatever. The black church never gave a damn about the black struggle. You see what I'm saying? All they ever tried to do was worship massa. They worshiping a picture on the wall that Michelangelo painted. That Michelangelo paint. So you worshiping your slave master. That's just all you doing. You got his name. You got his history. You got his culture. You eat the shit that he eat. You pray to the same God that he prayed to. Even though the shit say, you know, God made in your image, but it's the image is him. You see what I'm saying? You got these old black women with these big ass hats on Sunday, Wednesday, and goddamn Thursday night. You know, go up there and give them all their damn money and can't even pay their light bill and be sitting there in the cold in the winter time. But you gave all your money to the collection pot. Okay, then keep on. Keep on and be an icicle this winter. Okay, that's the black church for you right there. So that's an anti-Africanist, anti-black, because you look at the black church, the whole community be destroyed, but the damn church be looking like a goddamn Roman cathedral or something. The origin of the black church is Roman Catholicism. Okay? That's the mother church of all churches. So if you deal with Christianity, I don't care what different sect, because it's 1,000 Christian sects, 1,000 Muslim sects. If you deal with even the Eastern Roman Empire, that shit started the ones that Islam come from. That just be real. Let's just be real. And then you look at these goofies and shit today. FBA and Ados, they ain't nothing but a revision of the civil rights and shit. Big massa, marry white women. Let's just be real. Marry white women. Let's just be real, okay? And then even the LGBTQ, they a group, and they out here, hey, they'll get you up off of here. I mean, so you see, who was in power, okay, in the United States, okay? So, they ain't thinking about Africa either, period, for real. And so, that's what it is. I mean, look at it. All of these groups got an anti-African bias. And so that's what all these groups got in common. And let me go into this. Thumb up this video. Do I believe that we can unify with all these different groups and philosophies and different leaders and different thought processes and shit, different lands y'all believe in, America, Atlantis, Mu, and shit? You gotta put a scuba diving goddamn gear on to get to where the Moors is trying to go. You gotta, the tribe of Shabazz and shit we trying to find and shit, is in some land somewhere and, don't nobody know. You see what I'm saying? The Christians is just trying to get to trying to die to get to heaven. The black Christians just trying to die to get to heaven to see they white master Jesus or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I mean, the civil rights motherfuckers ain't nothing but the ADOS motherfuckers. But all of these groups got an anti-Africanist bias, except Black Power, UNIA, Garvey Ikes, Rastafari, and Kemet. You see what I'm saying? And Kemet. That's why I say we got to draw the line in the sand to know who is who and what is what, so we can move forward. We don't need everybody, to go to Africa. Marcus Garvey said, if you ain't no good where your ass at, you ain't gonna do no good in Africa either. So stay your ass here. We don't, nigga. But see, y'all so obsessed with not going to Africa. Y'all motherfuckers like, well, fuck it, man. We don't even want reparations, man. We don't even want reparations. Because in your motherfucking heart, if he come up here with them reparations, he gonna tell your ass to get out. Period. Because you never was a citizen anyway. You never was a citizen any damn way. And so that shit ain't work. Right? Shit ain't work. The niggas trying to be, Indians and indigenous and shit, that shit didn't work either. It didn't work then, and it damn sure ain't gonna work right now. Period. But even then, them people still knew they was African. And y'all know that shit too. Black Power just ain't, after this video, Black Power ain't gonna play no games with you motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? Play your little game like you don't know. We don't gotta convince you motherfuckers of nothing. Stay stupid. We don't care. Stay stupid. That's you and yours, nigga. That's you and yours, yo. Them dead minds gonna have to die off. You see what I'm saying? That's a good thing. I don't give a fuck if they black or not. Them niggas is traitors. Period. Them niggas is traitors. We'll never, with all these different philosophies and shit that these niggas got, we saying unify black people. Black Power saying unify black people is one. We move together, like the black fist and shit. That's what the black fist mean, together. You see what I'm saying? That's what it mean, and we moving like Voltron. But when your goddamn, half of your goddamn body is not trying to connect with the other body, you ain't gonna have nothing but goddamn confusion. You see what I'm saying? Disillusion. You just see what I'm saying? And violence amongst each other. You see what I'm saying? A bunch of goddamn confusion, a whole Pandora's box be done got opened up, you know, with all these damn philosophies and groups. Period. So do I believe we can ever unite? Hell no. Not no America. Not with all these philosophies. When you step your ass in Africa, all of this shit all of that shit will change. That's all that dumb shit you was learning over here gonna wash away. Quick too. Quick too. Cause you ain't gonna go over there disrespected. Talk about that shit y'all talking about. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that. Cause you know, you be done said that outside, this motherfucker be done got hurt. I'm just telling you, ain't nobody out here playing no game. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here playing no games, whether you black or not. It don't matter. You see what I'm saying? But the truth is, the origin of these damn black groups, other than the black power groups and the groups that spawned off of that, is anti-Africanness. Okay? They anti-Africanness. Period. Period. And we not about to play y'all game no more. The line is drawn in the sand. This power talks. And if y'all want to see the full video of this shit, you know, the origin of the conscious community, where I can, you know, bust it down for you a lot better, you know, because I'm just coming off the top of the head, you know, with the history I know. You see what I'm saying? But look at all them backstories and shit I told of the, you know, conscious community and, you know, how it was formed and shit, you know, and where it originally came from and how it is today. You see what I'm saying? These groups right here ain't just pop out of nowhere. These motherfuckers was existing back then. And even then, most of them had an anti-African philosophy, even though it's not as disrespectful as it is today. You see what I'm saying? Or, you know, the ones that was hating on Marcus Garvey and shit. You see what I'm saying? They all had an anti-Africanist bias and shit. You know what I'm saying? Rather kiss up to the white man, just like FBA and Ados, Tariq and goddamn Yvette. Period. Y'all motherfuckers might as well just get it over with. Goddamn, meet up somewhere and get the bumping and grinding and shit. Because y'all talking shit about it. Y'all probably like each other and shit. Tariq, at least you would have a goddamn black woman. And you better tell her ass to get her damn hair fixed or some shit, nigga. For real. But there it is, family. You know, we gonna do the origins of the conscious community. I just wanted to do that power talk today. Thumb up this video. This shit was fire. This shit, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this shit so I can get this shit ready, you know, to do the origin video for y'all. Now, I ain't saying that's the next one that we gonna do, but that's definitely on the menu. Okay, that's definitely on the menu. So, family, go over there to Throne of KINGJAHPOWER. Go over there and subscribe to their channel. Go over there and get ready. Because we about to bring the heat. We about to bring the fire. We about to ignite a whole different, you know, platform on fire over there on Throne of KINGJAHPOWER. So make sure you go over there and subscribe and be ready. You see what I'm saying? The elders is already over there teaching. Okay, the elders, and I got something coming over there tonight. So make sure you go over there to Throne of KINGJAHPOWER. You see what I'm saying? And again, subscribe to KINGJAHPOWER. You see what I'm saying? And like this video. All right, family, I'll see y'all in a minute. Jah-Power. Big King. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown.